Hey guys, Zach and Sit with Zach. So, wasn't planning on doing any kind of news videos today, but some big news happened while I was listening to, I believe it was the Red Wings game still. I remember I'm flipping between all the games. I don't remember which one it was, but I was listening to a hockey game, popped up on my phone. Shero has been let go by the New Jersey Devils. So, that was very surprising, random to happen on a Sunday night, 30 minutes before they start their game against the Tampa Bay Lightning. So, I thought I'd just go over his career as a GM. He's played a few years in the NHL, but I thought the GM career is a little bit more fun and a little more relevant to what's going on right now. So, go ahead right into it. So he's the GM of the Pittsburgh Penguins and the New Jersey Devils, the two teams he's been the GM of. Not humongous, great track record. He was pretty decent for Pittsburgh, not so much for the New Jersey Devils. So, he started in 05-06, where the Pittsburgh Penguins did not make the playoffs, but he drafts Jordan Staal at second overall in that year's draft. So again, one of the key components to their Cup Finals appearances a few years later. They do make the playoffs in 2006-07, and then they make the playoffs in 2007-08, also playing in the Winter Classic that year, which is a big, nice event for them. And they go to the Cup Finals against Detroit and lose to the Detroit Red Wings. Next year, 08-09, the team goes to the playoffs, and they go to the Stanley Cup and win it against the Detroit Red Wings in the back-to-back, the World War II, as they called it. Back then, I remember the T-shirts with like the WW2 on it, with the Penguins and Red Wings for the second year in a row. So they go to the finals 2 years in a row, win one of the two. They do get rid of Marian Hossa the year before that was a whole Hossa going to Detroit thing. It was a whole thing. But anyways, his track record for Pittsburgh is pretty good. 2009-10, they make the playoffs as well. 2010-11, they make it. He drafts Brian Russ 80th overall that year in 2010, and Matt Murray 83rd overall in 2010. So again, I just wrote down some of the key players he drafted that helped them win a couple cups or whatever. Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm doing right now. Because if I worked on every single draft pick he ever had, that's a lot of draft picks. Again, 2011-12, they make the playoffs. 2012-13, the shortened season, they make the playoffs. He does draft Ole Mata, 22nd overall that year. Jake Gensel at 77th overall. So Jake Gensel being a late draft pick. So he is pretty decent at finding some diamonds in the rough. 2013-14, they make the playoffs, but he is let go in the season. He's not the key component of them making the playoffs, which I guess in a way he is. He's not the coach. He is the GM, so the stuff he's done over the years do help out. So, yes, it's been several years since the Pittsburgh Penguins have won the Stanley Cup or been to the finals. With Crosby and Malkin, they were seen to be a team that should have done more winning than they did prior to him being let go. So they let him go, moved on to a new coach, new GM, all that fun stuff. It took them a while to finally find their groove. Then they got 2 cups in a row. But yeah, anyways, so that's why I'm wearing Pittsburgh stuff. 2009 hat, the jersey they wore in 2009. It's, I guess, his brightest moment as a GM, in my opinion. He goes over to New Jersey in 2014-15. They take him. He goes over there into a team that's kind of in disarray after they made the finals a few years ago in 2012, lost in the finals to LA, and kind of just went downhill from there with the Martin Brodeur situation, Ilya Kovalchuk. Yeah, they had some problems. So they go a different way. They get Shero. So he's brought in. The 2014-15 season, they don't make the playoffs. 2015-16, they don't make it, but the big deal in the offseason was he does trade for Taylor Hall. So he gets Taylor Hall for Adam Larson from the Edmonton Oilers. So that was one of the big blockbuster deals of that offseason. 16-17, they don't make the playoffs, but they do draft first overall in 2017, drafting Nico Hischier. So he's drafted first overall, so he gets 2 first overall draft picks within, 5 years of each other. Still Nico is kind of, I wouldn't say he's a bust, but he's definitely not living up to the hype of a number 1 draft pick. Jack Hughes, I think he will. He's starting to learn how to play. This team's starting to come together a little bit now, which I think is why this has been such a surprise to me today. But yeah, so 17, they draft Nico. 17-18, they do make the playoffs for the first year. Taylor Hall is the Hart Trophy winner, all that fun stuff. They get eliminated in the first round. I believe it was against the Washington Capitals, if I remember correctly. But yeah, they pushed them, I think it was 5 or 6 games. They get eliminated. So everyone's thinking, okay, this team's on the up and up. Taylor Hall's showing that he's going to be the great goal scorer he's supposed to be for this team. Yeah, it doesn't quite work out that well. So 18-19, they missed the playoffs horribly. Granted, Taylor Hall does miss a lot of games this year. so they don't have one of the star players, and people blamed that on that's why they missed it, that's why they fell apart. But obviously there's some questions going on in New Jersey. Now, this offseason, they draft Jack Hughes first overall in the 2019 draft, so that was a huge deal. They won the draft lottery, draft Jack Hughes, awesome. They get Nikita Gusev from the Golden Knights. They bring him over. This is supposed to be, again, another amazing addition to this young core. And they trade for PK Subban. So they get PK Subban, they take on his whole salary. He's supposed to help solidify that defensive, give him a little more offense from the defense, all that fun stuff. So he made some big moves. He pretty much staked his GM position in the Devils organization on these moves. Did not work out. So they're currently sitting at 16, 21, and 7 with 39 points. They're dead last in the Metropolitan Division. Not looking great for the Devils. Obviously, they're pretty much done with any playoff hopes this year. He does trade out Taylor Hall because they needed that desperately. And they have been playing better as of late. I've stated that in a few videos. I think they've been playing way better since I got rid of Hall. So I was a little surprised that with him doing better, they found he finally got Taylor Hall things situated, and some people are more or less happy with the trade. I thought he might be okay for a little bit longer, and they got rid of their coach, John Hines. But apparently the ownership's still thinking this isn't going to work, so they fired him today. It was just, I want to do kind of a history of his GM career, but I was really surprised that it was just out of the blue. Sunday afternoon, 6 o'clock, I think is when they posted it NHL. I was like, oh yeah, Ray Shero's gone. But yeah, anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comments. I was a little surprised. Not to say I was 100% behind him staying. I thought it was just going to happen maybe in the off-season or something like that. Firing him in the middle of the season was a little surprising, especially with the fact that they've been playing slightly better as of late. But anyways, again, let me know in the comments below what you guys think. If you like the video, give us a like and subscribe. This is Zach from Say What Zach, and we'll talk to you guys again after the action.